What's up, y'all? It's your girl Caribbean back here with another video, and today is like a serious video, and I'm about to tell you guys my testimony. And I just pray that you guys take something from it, and I pray that you guys start to build your relationship with Christ to make it stronger. But yeah, so let's get into it. So for some of you who don't know, I was 19. I went to a Christian high school. It was my senior year, and 3 months before my graduation date, I got pregnant. It was a lot. I was going through a lot. And in my mind, I knew I wasn't going to keep my son. But in my heart, I knew I was going to keep him. So it was just my flesh and myself. It was just going at each other. So when we went to the hospital just to make sure I was, to see how far along I was, the doctor and the nurse were so sweet. Like, I really feel like they were angels. He was so calm with me. He made me so calm. Like, but it was just to another level. And even me and my sister, we talk about it all the time. Like, we knew. So that was one of the times, like, I knew I was gonna keep my son, but I was still like, no. So then I ended up trying to call the abortion clinic, and I ended up calling another number, and it was supposed to help you, like, stop that decision. They wanted to help you any way that they could, so you could provide for your child and everything like that. So that was the second sign for me to keep my son, and I'm still like, no. So then it comes to, every time I was thinking about me getting one, I was actually gonna be getting the pill instead of the procedure. But every time I thought about it, I thought about me getting the procedure. And I'm just like, I cannot. Like, you know, I can't do it. And I think that was a sign from God too. He wanted me to literally think about what I could have been doing. The pill was like the easy way out, you know? And it was crazy because literally it was December, no, it was March 13th when they made the law, where they were trying to make a law to say that you cannot have abortions, you know? And that was on my birthday, and I was like, that's crazy, like, after the whole thing. But let me keep going. So, yeah, the second sign was me calling the wrong person. And then we actually went, my mom, she bought tickets for me and my sister to go to this women's brunch. In this women's brunch, they just told their stories. Some women did get abortions, some of them kept their children, and their stories are really touching. And so literally, I was around like 60 to 80 people. And I literally had a conversation with God, like, in my mind. And I was just like, Lord, like, in order for me to keep my son, you know, and I knew I was having a son. Like, I don't know why, but I just knew. I was not having a girl, I knew I was having a son. I don't know. But I had a conversation with him. I said, Father, I was like, in order for me to keep him, I want to be in the house. I want to make sure my bills is paid. I want to make sure he has everything he needs. And literally, like, I cried about it. Like, throughout my whole pregnancy, I was so depressed. And I'm just like, God, like, I'm literally about to get out of high school. I don't really have a career. I don't have a job. And he was just saying, do you trust me? I said, yes. He was like, do you have faith in me? I said, yes. He's like, then you don't have to worry about a thing. He said, I got you, my daughter. And I'm just like, but why are you saying but if you trust me, if you have faith in me? So I'm like, you're right. So literally, after I had a conversation, my sister, she kind of interrupted me a little bit. She was like, what are you doing? I said, wait. You know, I was talking to God, and I kept talking to him. So then after the conversation, I told my sister, I was like, I'm going to keep him. Literally right after, she was like, you really are? I was like, yeah. I was like, I just talked to God. I'm gonna keep him. And that was literally best decision ever. So, even though, like, I was still scared, I was still doubtful throughout the whole process. I mean, God knows you're not gonna be 100%, you know, but you have to fight your flesh. You have to fight those thoughts of not having faith, not trusting, and start to speak life into yourself. Start to speak positive things. Stop speaking negative on things. And I had to change that. And so while I was pregnant, we was in the process of getting a house. And my mom, she actually signed up for like this program 10 years ago. Guys, 10 years ago. And so when we went back to the program, they were like, okay, you guys are number 30 on the waiting list. I was like, number 30? And that put doubt in my heart. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, here we go again. And when I tell y'all, we went to check out other houses. They were not going. I'm just like, okay, at this point, like, I don't know. So we ended up getting more information. We called back the program. And they was like, okay, well, you're number 1 now. When I tell y'all, me and my mom looked like, what? We were number 1. And she said that they had a house for us. I was beyond speechless. Like, I'm just like, God, look at you. Like, he gonna let you know, like, I got you. But this is on my time, on my timing. Like, everything happened for a reason. So, we weren't gonna get the house in time for the baby after he was born or whatever. So my cousin Drea, she let us stay with her, and that was such a blessing. Like, everything about let me slow down. Everything that happened was just so amazing because at my cousin's house, everything is like on 1 floor basically, and that was good for me because after I gave birth, I needed to just be on 1 floor. I couldn't walk up steps or anything like that. So that whole process was just from God, and just us staying with her, it just felt nice, and we were being supposed to spend time with her, so that was just amazing. So literally a week or 2, week and a half after I gave birth, we end up getting the keys to our brand new house. And guys, that was like literally the best feeling. But the whole process of it, of signing papers, it going through, it having to come back, us having to do stuff over again, it was just like so irritating. But God was just like, you know, stop being irritated and keep having faith in me, and I got you. So I was just like, wow, like, it's just amazing how he just works in your life. But after that, what else was I going to say? Oh, so, and it was crazy because December 31st, 2018, I did like this little prediction of your next year. So they said in December, well, they said in 2019, you're going to have an unexpected romance, a healthy baby boy, in a new house. And I'm like, what? Okay, like, that's fake or whatever. And literally everything happened, but the new house did not happen in that year. And God had to let me know it's not about people's predictions. It's about my plan and what my plan is for you. So I ended up getting the house in 2020, and baby, I was fine with it. I'm like, God, I thank you for not doing that, for not letting me get it in 2019, and for me getting it in 2020. It's a new year and everything. So it was just all amazing. Everything happened the way it was supposed to. I was blessed to have him on Christmas. That was another kicker. I'm like, I've always said I didn't want a baby on Christmas, but God knew I love Christmas so much, and I knew I was gonna love my son the same, and or more. But I couldn't believe it. We really had a Christmas baby. But yeah, I'm just seeing a lot clearer now. But I'm gonna make it part 2 because that's when COVID-19 came, and that's a whole nother part. So this is the first part of my testimony. Second part will be coming up probably right after this, because I'm probably gonna record again. But love you guys. Stay tuned. If you want to listen to part 2, please go to the next video.